these it seems were naught but a disease in me, which fancy graces on her. Who ne'er beheld but a hawthorn shall have cause to say the cedar is a tall tree, and scorn the shade the loving bush once had lent him. Ah! But soft, mine honor begins to sicken in this black reflection. How can it be that with mine honor safe, I should pursue Leonora for my wife? That were accumulating injuries. To Violante first, now to Julio. To her a perjured wretch, and to him perfidious, and to myself But pleasure is too strong for reason's sake, and conscience sinks overpowered by beauty's sweets. Come, Leonora, authoress of my crime, peer and vindicate thy empire here. Aid me to drive this lingering honor hence, and I am wholly thine.
Fie, good my lord, why do you wait without? If you doubt your welcome, I have brought Leonora to assure you of it.
Oh, kiss, sweet as the odors of spring, but cold as dews that dwell on morning's flowers. Say, Leonora, hath your father conquered? Shall duty then at last obtain the prize which you refuse to love? Shall Enrique owe all his happiness to good Bernardo? No, I read my ruin in your eyes. That sorrow, louder than 1,000 tongues, pronounces my despair.
Come, Leonora! You must now know this noble lord beholds you through a lover's eyes, and through his heart speaks more than language can. Why, he will bring you joy and happiness and honor to the house. When you know the birth and the qualities of him who loves you, you cannot rank them too high.
Sir, I should be the vainest of my sex not to esteem myself unworthy far of this high honor. Once there was a time when to have heard my lord Enrique's vows might have subdued my unexperienced heart and made me wholly his. But that's now past, and my far-plighted faith, by your consent, was long since given to the injured Julio.
Why, then even by my consent, take it back again. You are like a simple wench who gives her heart to one who cares not a farthing for it, but is off to a jaunt at court.
So surely it should seem, most lovely maid. Julio, alas, feels nothing of my passion. His love is but the amusement of an hour. Oh, had he but known the hopes, the doubts, the ardors, or half the fond varieties of passion that played a tyrant with my tortured soul, he had not left me to pursue his fortune, or barter real bliss for unsure honor.
Oh, my lord! Is it then possible you can forget what's due to your great name and princely birth? To friendship's holy law and poor injured Julio? Oh, think, my lord, how much this Julio loves you. Recall his services, his well-tried faith. Think, too, this very hour, wherever he be, your favor is the envy of the court and secret triumph of his grateful heart. Oh, my Julio! How securely thou dependest upon the faith and honor of thy master. Mistaken youth, this very hour he robs thee of all thy heart holds dear. Oh!
Mad! She is stark mad by this light.
I but begin to be so. Oh, sir, I conjure you by the chaste love which you and my dear mother, forgive and pity me. Oh, sir, remember, I've heard my mother say 1,000 times her father would have forced her virgin choice, but when the conflict was with love and duty, which should first be obeyed, my mother quickly paid her vows to love and married you. You thought this well, and she was praised for this. Her firm love conquered whatever opposed it, and she prospered long time your wife. My case is now the same. You are the father which you then condemned. I what my mother was, but not so happy.
Go to, you foolish girl. No doubt you have enough old stories to undo you. What, you cannot throw yourself away but by precedent? You can be happy no way but your own. You will marry one who cares nothing for you. Oh, and spare your tongue. That uses you hardly at all to ask you to spare what you have so much of. Do you mark me? You will be ready in 2 days' time to marry a husband you don't deserve, or, by my dead father's soul, you are no acquaintance of mine.
She weeps. Be gentler to her, good Bernardo.
Then woe the day! I'm circled round with flames, and there's no way for my escape but through the fire! By nobler spring shall my affections move, nor own a master but the man I love!
Oh, that weighs contradiction. Go after her, my lord, even in the heat. No, pursue her. Such obstinacy must be combated by obstinacy even more obstinate. Oh, now here comes Camillo. Now mine is the refusing part.
My worthy neighbor, I have a suit to you.
Aye, name it, sir.
You know, sir, I have but one son.
Aye, sir.
He is now engaged in his attendance upon our master, the Duke. But ere he went, he left with me the secret of his heart, his love for your fair daughter. For your consent, he said, 'twas ready. I took a night indeed to think upon it, and now have brought you mine, and am come to seal the contract with half my fortune in present. What say you to it, Don Bernard?
Why, really, neighbor, I must own that I have heard something of this matter.
Heard something of it? No doubt you have.
Oh, yes, I recollect it well.
Was it so long ago, then?
Aye, very long ago, on Tuesday last.
What? Am I mocked in this business, Don Bernard?
Not mocked, Camillo, not mocked, but as you know, in love matters, there are an abundance of changes in half an hour's time. Time, dear neighbor, plays tricks upon us all.
Time, sir? What tell you me of time? Come, I see how this goes. Can a little time take a man by the shoulder and shake off his honor?
Why, looky, Camillo, will you put your indignation in your pocket for half a moment while I tell you the whole truth of the matter? My daughter, as you know, is a tender soul, and as such, she cannot see a duke's younger son ride by without falling desperately in love with him. And when good fortune rides post after a man of my years, it is both a blessing and good breeding to let oneself be overtaken by it. I must profess, Camillo, that this was not of my seeking.
I profess a fox to earth in the hollowness of your heart, and neighbor, and there's an end of it, neighbor, with the pox.
You are so nimble, you will hear nothing.
Sir, if I must speak nothing, I will hear nothing. As for what you have to say, if it comes from your heart, 'tis a lie before you speak it. Fare you well.